Hey guys, thanks for tuning in back to DNA Vlogs. This is Deepen from Pune, and this is going to be a quite quick video. It is just a DIY video on how to top up your Dominar coolant. Now, this is the Polar Odyssey bike. As you all know, it's been here with me since almost a year. So those who have any questions regarding the accessories, seat, वगैरह, there are multiple videos of Odyssey bikes on my channel. You can have a look at that playlist and browse through that. So regarding any other mods on the bike, please refer that. Today I was fixing all the nut bolts and all. There were a lot of bolts from here and washers and all missing over here and all also. So I fixed that, and side by side when I checked that, the coolant level had completely dropped. Now I don't remember what was the coolant level when the bike came to me, but since the bike is going to soon go back to Bangalore, Avinash has now got all this COVID stuff as in lockdown and all is all over now. So Avinash is going to get time and he's going to come and pick up the bike. So I thought I'll top up the coolant also. Now I have both coolants at home. So this is Motocool. I'm not a fan of this one. I had used this in my 2017 Dominar. I'd purchased like 2-3 bottles together, and I'm also using this on my TRK. But this coolant is not very effective. It's the same as stock coolant properties and all. It doesn't cool down the bike something extra or something. But this is what I had in hand, and if you plan to switch to a budget coolant, so yes, you can get Motocool. It's approximately 385 for a liter, and you'll require, I think, approximately 1.2 liters of coolant. 1 liter approximately goes inside the radiator, and approximately 100-200 ml go inside this tank. Now we're not going to touch the radiator, we're just going to fill up the tank. लेकिन हम भरेंगे ये वाला. So suppose you're on a ride or something and that time the coolant gets over. So you can go to any petrol pump, and they usually have this ready-made, pre-mix coolants. So this one is from MAC, Bharat Petroleum. It is ready to use coolant, and this is 500 ml. Pani isme you don't have to mix, it is ready-made. Usually you get coolants with which you have to mix water and then add coolant to the bike. So there are various coolants available that way. High performance coolants are also there, where some require 70% of water and 30% of coolant. Some require 50% water and 50% coolant. There are various ratios, and each manufacturer has its own system of mixing those. So this one is ready-made right now. If you don't get this coolant anywhere on the highways while you're riding or something, and you're out of coolant, don't worry. Pick up any distilled water from any petrol pump, or worst case, pure drinking water. Okay, it doesn't have to be hard water, and you can top up the coolant tank from here. But water evaporates really very fast, so that is the reason why coolant levels drop. So as soon as you reach a proper location where you can get the bike to a nearest service station or a proper garage, get the coolant properly topped up. You can drain the coolant from here. Okay, this is the coolant drain bolt. This is the all coolant pump, water pump, from where the water goes up and all. There's a dedicated video on my channel for my 2017 ka oil seal and all we replaced here at coolant seals we replaced at SK Automat. So वो आप देख सकते हैं. You can have a look at that and check how to resolve that issue, and if there is a coolant mix from here. Okay. There's another chance that coolant get mixed from the other side of the engine where it enters the engine properly, and you'll see a lot of bubbles out here in the engine oil compartment. So that is a sign of danger. It can bring down your engine too, because if water enters your engine compartment, there will be a lot of friction in all the compartments, all the components, and because of that the engine may go bad. So as soon as if you see very frequent drops of coolant over here, make sure you take it to the service center and get the engine checked properly. Okay. First point is to check from here, and second is on the other side where you have to open half of the engine cover and replace its parts and all. Coming to the core part, we're going to remove this cover for ease of access. I had already removed one bolt. I'm removing the second bolt, and you can just loosen and keep it like this also, but pura nikal lo, so you will get access to the coolant leveler also. Once this is out, open this one, upar ka cap, and if you don't have a funnel, you can use a cold drink bottle, uska ulta karke you can cut it and then fill with that also. So put your funnel like this. Make sure a funnel is completely clean and neat and tidy. There should be no dirt, debris, leaves, kuch bhi andar nahi jana chahiye. And for this one, since I have this MAC ka coolant already, I'm going to be using this one. Make sure your coolants, whatever you purchase, are always sealed and they should not be tampered and all. So let me, and don't let the silver foil fall inside. निकाल के उसको side में कर देना. So this one doesn't tear, it has got plastic along, so that is good. So I'll just ask my son to hold the camera and then I'll top up the coolant. You have to just bring it up to max. Don't get it above max, because when the coolant heats up in the radiator, it boils, and once water boils, it expands and it will overflow from here and it will come out from here, this pipe. Okay. Once it comes out from here, it can fly out to your leg while riding, and that is very, very hot. It can cause nice burns. So don't fill too much. अगर ज़्यादा भर गया है by mistake, so then don't try to rush the bike. Ride आराम से. So let us fill it up fast. You're going to hardly require 100 ml or so. Now I don't have a option to measure it. The level is not coming up. आया भी आया. Let me turn on the flashlight so that you can see it properly. And you can see the focus, if you see the the level has come up. Let me fill some more. Don't rush while filling, आराम से भरो. Once it's up to this mark, then make the bike upright and check the level once, because when it is on the side stand, the coolant level will be low. Okay, now it is quite up to max and we can leave it here. It is said that the coolant is hazardous, so don't let it touch any of the bike panels or color panels or your hand. If you come in contact with the coolant, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly. This is all removed from the bike, which is unwanted. So yeah, that brings us to an end of the video. Make sure this cap is not broken and all. If this cap is broken, dirt is bound to enter the coolant tank, and then you might have a choked radiator too. And you put it back properly. Just in case you were planning to drain the radiator too, then radiator cap can be opened from here. This is the radiator cap for Dom. Once your work is done, properly put the covers and all back in place and you're good to ride. Some people can remove the cover, fill up the coolant even without removing the cap, which is fine. But I had to show you things, so I removed it completely. So that brings us to an end of this video. Now this video is actually not required. There must be tons of videos out there for coolant top-ups and all. But I thought it would be a refresher for anyone new on my channel or someone who has not watched the video on coolant video on my channel for long. So, and of course this is a 2018 Dominar, so iske search se bhi people can come and people have queries like 2017 meri nahi hai, meri 18 hai, 18 mein coolant kaise dalna hai वगैरह वगैरह. So that search will also help it. The more content we have, the more it's easier for the people who get stuck somewhere. So I'll end the video here. If you have any questions regarding this coolant top up and all, don't try to mix coolant. वो yellow था और ये green था, so don't mix two coolants ideally unless it is a very, very emergency situation. Don't mix the coolants. That's why the manufacturers give colors to them, so that you can follow that line. Okay, if you mix two coolants, they might work, they might have different operating systems. I mean, in the sense that might work differently and this might work differently. If you mix them up, there might be chemical reaction and you might have a choked radiator or something and might end up with issues. So ideally stick to the same color of coolant. If the bike earlier had green, you can top up with green. If it had yellow one, you top up with yellow. If it had the blue one, you top up with blue one. If it had the red one, top up with the red one. Chota bolte bolte, this video has come out really long, but I hope the information was really useful. I'll sign off for now, and if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're on my channel for the first time, do consider subscribing. There are more than 350-400 videos on my channel, DIY videos, review videos, and motor vloggings. So you might find something useful. Do consider having a look at those. All the playlists are always in the video descriptions. And thank you once again. Signing off for now. See you until another new video from me.